Hi, I'm Carl from El Camino Green Sauce,
Hi, I'm Natasha Savino with El Camino Green Sauce.
and we're here today to tell you about our green sauce and how it all started. So, I'm here to tell you the inspiration of my green sauce and how this green sauce came about and how you will soon find this in Publix. I came from New York City. Little did I know, moving here to Florida, I was going to meet my then girlfriend, is now my wife, and create this green sauce.
You had me at tacos.
I had her at tacos. It's what she tells me all the time. This green sauce was developed in a small kitchen in Natasha's house. And I created this sauce using a Ninja machine. The sauce was inspired because I had an accident where I fell from a 24-foot ladder, partially rupturing my left Achilles tendon, leaving me bedridden for the next 10 months. During that course in time, I had to sit there and watch as my, at the time, girlfriend would get up every morning at about 4 a.m., 7 days a week, and go to take care of her regular job and then sell homes at night because at the time she was a real estate agent. And as I watched this go on for a few weeks before being able to get medical attention because my insurance, my Blue Cross Blue Shield was only in New York and didn't cover me in Florida, I therefore had to wait for the insurance to change, which took 6 weeks. After the 6 weeks, we get to the hospital only to find out that I was going to be bedridden for the next 10 months to come because my left Achilles tendon was partially ruptured. What ended up turning into my heart breaking because I could no longer walk for about 10 months. And watching her get up every morning and coming home 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, 7 days a week to cover her end and to cover my end. After watching that for a certain period of time, I realized this is the girl that I was going to really be with. And I had to figure something out that I knew was going to really work and was going to be something she would never, ever, ever, once I was on my feet, have to work this hard again to do. In 10 months, when I was able to stand at least on one leg, what I did was I got into the kitchen. I started to get jalapenos, started to get onions, started to get fresh garlic, started to pick through cilantro, and I started to try and make a sauce that I had already been making going back about maybe 2 years into doing the tacos. After that, I kept formulating and trying to formulate a product that would be versatile, that would go on anything, that would have 1 gram of sugar through natural food process, not because I was adding sugar, that would also be something that would be diabetic friendly and also be gluten free. That task took me some time. In the process of making that, I first hit the farmer's market. And in the farmer's market, I started to grow. I met a woman named Janet and Brian Gamache that gave me an opportunity to do a farmer's market in Longwood, Florida. I then started to do the farmer's market with them in Mount Dora. Within 10 months of producing that sauce, I then started to find myself speaking to a rep that was going to get Publix interested in my sauce. I went to Publix directly. This food broker, Doug Emery, helped me out. And in 5 weeks, after the 10 months, I was in Publix on the shelves. You learn a lot in the retail business. You learn a great deal, but you also learn in the retail business, you learn how to navigate. And when you keep a good network around you, you're taught how to navigate. And so this sauce that I finalized was created for Natasha, so I knew she would never have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning ever again, even if something happened to me. I knew she would never have to work this hard. And so I created this green sauce thinking about my love for her and how this would help her later on in life. Not about money. It was made with love. And that's the history of my green sauce.